doesn't love the idea of summer lovin'? But it turns out this is the season more people stray than any other. And it's not just men. More women are giving into temptation than ever before. So what's missing? And what do women really want? The answer is not what you think.
When women cheat, it's often considered a scandal. Like on the hit ABC series where even the First Lady threatens to bring home wrecking to the White House.
You ruined our marriage.
What?
But never has cheating been as accessible as it is today, with infidelity and anonymity just a click away.
I met with probably 50 or more men. Somewhere around 30 to 40 of those encounters led to a sexual encounter. It was addictive.
We spoke to two cheating wives. This woman we'll call Catherine.
I was looking for that next high. I felt, alone.
And this is Leslie.
I want sex. I want to break from the monotony. I want to break from my life.
They asked us not to show their faces and alter their voices, but they aren't shy about sharing their stories.
I went through a period where I tried to live my life like I would have had I been single in 20.
Catherine and her husband were married for over 10 years, and after major weight loss and multiple plastic surgeries, she began looking for excitement outside of what she considered her own stale marriage.
I was feeling very lonely one night. I was bored.
She turned to the notorious cheaters website, AshleyMadison.com. Its motto, "Life is short, have an affair."
What it's like being a woman on Ashley Madison is feeling like you're the only woman on earth. I mean, the men on there, it's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Catherine says she carried on affairs with men she met online for months, often meeting them at bars and their houses and even traveling to other cities.
I was trying to make him jealous. I was trying to see if he would respond.
Leslie also says she was dissatisfied with her sex life after 6 years of marriage to her husband.
Was the feeling, I'll show him, but I still want to be in this relationship?
Yes. When your daily routine is nothing but wiping babies' butts and, and taking kids to and from PTA and karate, you kind of lose yourself. And you want to feel connected to someone and you want to feel sexy, and that's what I was looking for.
And she found it on Ashley Madison. Noel Biederman started the site more than 10 years ago.
You make more than $40 million a month on people's infidelity.
We're the second biggest dating service on the planet. This is not a kid's game. This is an enterprise of significance.
It's now a billion-dollar business, 25 million members in 37 countries.
The first time he tells you about this idea, what is your response?
Well, I wanted to make sure he wasn't having a midlife crisis.
We sat down with Noel and his wife Amanda, who rarely gives interviews.
So you're encouraging secrecy.
I'm encouraging secrecy, yes, but I'm not necessarily encouraging infidelity. I don't think it needs all that much encouragement.
How are
in
you not
today's
encouraging
society.
infidelity?
I think long before I launched Ashley Madison, there were affairs, and long after I'm gone, there'll be affairs.
Leslie admits this is not her first time cheating. She's currently on her third marriage and has been unfaithful to every single husband.
Before you ever cheated in that first relationship, how did you view infidelity?
Wrong. You're going to go to hell. You don't do that. You forsake all others. And it just is what it is. And if you're in a horrible marriage, then you're in a horrible marriage.
Turns out Leslie is among a growing number of women who stray. Some statistics show that 15% of married women have had an affair, compared with 21% of married men. That number for women has spiked in the last 2 decades, up nearly 40%.
I wanted to be wanted. I wanted every man to think, I have got to have her.
But that feeling came at a price.
Ashley Madison essentially was suicide. When I went to bed with the first man I met on Ashley Madison, I knew that I was dying inside.
Catherine's husband says he slowly began to suspect his wife's infidelity. He also didn't want us to show his face.
The thought that she was cheating on me, it had crossed my mind. The late night meetings, they seemed unplanned. I got to be a little bit more suspicious.
After Catherine confessed her affair, her husband said it left him crushed.
Whatever vows we made, she said, I'm breaking them right here. I asked her, how dare she? I was furious with her.
But he had his own secret. An affair started long before his wife ever turned to Ashley Madison.
I felt in my soul that he was seeing someone else.
I really don't have a good reason why I cheated. It was just something new and exciting, and I have no good reason why.
Though his website markets infidelity, ironically, Noel Biederman says he and his wife Amanda are happily married and completely faithful.
What if your husband cheated on you?
I'd be devastated. Truth be told, I would be devastated.
So does it not upset you then that he's encouraging that or enabling that for others?
I don't see it as encouragement or enabling. It's going to happen. It happens regardless of the business.
How would you feel if Amanda used Ashley Madison?
Devastated, but I would never blame an inanimate object. If that happened, that's because somehow I wasn't feeling what she needed in the marriage.
Noel insists that his business does people more good than harm, that the threat of infidelity can be a marital wake-up call.
Are you hoping this makes your marriage better?
Yes, actually, I am. In a perfect world.
Would your husband see it that way?
No, he wouldn't.
Leslie suspects that her husband now has an inkling of her cheating.
Are you doing this interview so that you have to tell him?
Maybe some of it is that, I want him to know that I'm serious. I want him to know that I don't want to be lonely. I don't want a divorce.
But she's continuing a relationship she started through Ashley Madison.
How would you feel if this destroyed your marriage?
Devastated because I love my husband. I really do.
Marriage counselors Jim and Elizabeth Carroll run marriage retreats all across the country for embattled couples.
Our goal is to rip you and your marriage apart and give you the tools that you need to fix them.
Forcing them to talk and even fight their issues out, as seen on WeTV's Marriage Boot Camp.
The Ashley Madison site is a brilliant marketing attempt to capitalize on the basest human behavior. It plays directly into things that will destroy our culture.
And even for those couples like Catherine and her husband who've both broken their vows, the Carrolls say there is hope.
The solution is learning how to forgive. Truly saying, I will never hold this against you again, ever.
Today, Catherine has deleted her Ashley Madison profile and lives away from her husband and kids, but she wants to reconcile. She says she's turned to her faith for healing.
Doesn't matter how bad it is, how much horrible darkness is in your life. You can always let it go and you can always be redeemed.
As her husband holds fast to his own faith that his wife will come home. The two are set to attend the Carrolls Marriage Boot Camp in July.
I don't believe my marriage is over. I see my wife as someone who's struggling with something internally. She's someone I made a vow to and a promise to. I don't want to just walk away and give up.